Welcome to Real Talk, Real Women. My name is Miriam Khalladi and today we have personal trainer Jane Marie Grieme on the show. Welcome Jane, how are you?
Very good. Thank you so much for having me.
You're most welcome. Jane, you have a super unique background. Tell me a little bit about your history and how you got involved in the health and fitness industry.
Well, thank you. Yes, my background actually just got started working out in my basement with my brother's weight set. And I was actually homeschooled. And so weightlifting just was a really fun thing for me to do. I was around my family all the time. I'm number 4 of 5 kids. And so I always wanted to do what my brothers were doing. And I just fell in love with weightlifting at that point and joined my first gym, Powerhouse Gym, when I was 16 and knew I wanted to be a trainer ever since then.
Great. And you've done ultimate fighting, beauty pageants, fitness shows. Looking back, what has been the most valuable lesson you learned throughout all of these experiences?
I would say that the most valuable lesson is you have to try. If you don't try, if you don't push yourself to try something new and different, you'll never know if it's what you're supposed to be doing. And you're going to fail at many things, but most people just get scared of the failure, so they never try. So I would say the biggest thing is just try.
Right. And you now compete in fitness shows. When did you decide to start competing and what has it been like this far?
Well, I knew I wanted to compete when I was about 17 and just fell in love with, again, watching on TV, the fitness shows and knowing I wanted to do that. For me, it was basically, I was homeschooled, so I never did a team sport. And so I really loved the environment of a sport where I push myself against me. And as anyone who's ever competed knows that it's all about what you're thinking about. It's a mind game against yourself to push yourself farther than you've ever done. And I really enjoy that aspect of challenging myself because I feel like I can't ask more of my clients if I myself am not pushing myself to new levels and learning more about fitness, about me, about different techniques and things just to become better.
Do you feel having been in the military has given you an advantage as a competitor today, both in terms of physical health as well as in terms of discipline?
Yes, I do. Yes, the military was very big, and also I was in Taekwondo and martial arts. So those things really instill in you discipline. You don't question it; you do that. So what that transfers to me is that I'm somewhat coachable. If my coach tells me this is what you eat for nutrition, or if this is your training program. It's very hard when a client is questioning me going, well, why would I do that? I don't know if I really trust you. And then they're not getting results because they're not doing what you say. Okay. And not that I'm perfect. Trust me, I've been a bad client before to my coach. But at the same time, it really allowed me to learn that discipline is extremely important and the job has to be done or you cannot expect results, period.
I read an interview with you where you said that men and women are not equal. Tell me a little bit about your thoughts there.
Absolutely. I know that's a little bit of a controversial statement, but what I really mean by that is we're not equal. If you just look at how we're built, there's nothing equal about how we're built. There's nothing equal about how we think, and that's an awesome thing. I feel like people don't give enough credit to the fact that I'm a woman and I am different and my husband is a man and I'm super grateful that he is not a woman and vice versa. We both have very unique strengths and weaknesses and those complement each other so well. I really believe that's how we were created, was to just work well together. And when we understand that and just are okay with that, I'm never going to try to say, hey babe, why don't you, lift like a girl? And he's never going to say to me, why don't you run like a man? Or, vice versa. We're different and we're very okay with that, and it's a blessing.
And you're big on setting and achieving goals. What is your approach and what's the best advice you could give when it comes to goals?
Writing them down. It's very hard to sit down and think to map out where you want to be. Many people, when I ask, where do you see yourself in 2 or 5 years? They don't even know the answer to that question because they've never sat down and planned it out. They just kind of expect that life will happen. And whatever goal you may have in life, you have to be intentional about it. The whole adage of if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Most people wake up 5 years later and not much in their life has changed. So the books that we read, the people that we have relationships with, those things really are going to be what really change our lives over time. Who we're impacting on a daily basis of people. So I would definitely say that you have to write them down, have an accountability partner, and work through those goals every single day.
Right, great advice. And just yesterday, you posted a really powerful message on Instagram on how your history should not control your destiny and how we can be our own worst enemy sometimes. Can you share something around it?
Yes. Yeah, thank you. I don't care who you talk to, and you've talked to so many women, and I guarantee you that every single one of them has felt like a complete and utter failure. And that's heart-wrenching because you have to fail in order to succeed massively. And so many people get so afraid of that. But what's so beautiful about failure is that it keeps us humble and it keeps us hungry for more. And from those failures, you just build so much more strength knowing what you're able to overcome. So whoever you look up to, and we all look up to and admire women, just always knowing that I guarantee you they struggle with not looking perfect, not feeling perfect, eating a bag of Oreos when they shouldn't have, not getting that workout in. None of us are perfect. And motivation is something that, I always love the saying, motivation is like bathing. It wears off daily. So you need to keep, re-engaging yourself daily and motivating yourself. And one of the most powerful ways to do that is to speak encouragement into other people's lives. And when you do that, the awesome byproduct of that is that you get it back into your life. What you sow into other people, you get back. If you put out negativity, you're going to get that back in your life. So I love putting that stuff out there to let people know that, hey, we're all real. We all go through trials. We all wake up and don't want to work out and want to eat pizza, but we're just putting ourselves out there and trying to be better.
I know that you were homeschooled. What role does education play in your life today when it comes to your personal development? And what advice do you have for women who are just starting out and want to learn more about health and fitness?
Absolutely. That's a great question. We never stop learning. In fact, the day that you stop learning is the day that you stop growing. So many people get older, but they never get more mature, and they never actually grow themselves. So I always joke, we would go to the library once a month, okay? And so 5 kids, and the limit for one person to get books was 25 books a kid. So I would get 25 books every single month at the library, and I love to read, so I would always read just whatever I could. So that's really instilled in me the love of learning. I love reading, and right now, I kind of have ADD, so I'm reading about 6 books at a time. But my goal is every day to read either about 15 minutes or 10 to 15 pages a day. And that's just a great goal. Always learning. I'm going through a certification with Martin Rooney to increase my training ability and knowledge. A book I highly recommend for all women is the Female Body Breakthrough by Rachel Cosgrove. I'm learning a ton about her training research on how to train women and how to transform your body. So my goal is to always just, again, learn more, get better personally, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, all of that. I am the biggest investment that I can make is myself. If I can't be where I want to be, I seriously can't help other people go where they want to go. So daily invest in yourself is my biggest advice to you, because that's where you're really going to be able to change your life and others.
I really love that.
Thank you.
I know it's very important to you to share your knowledge and passion with your clients and loved ones. Tell me a little bit about it.
Sometimes family can be the hardest because I'm just their crazy little sister. And so, it's taken about actually 2.5 years to convince my mother that she should eat breakfast. So it can be hard, but what I found is that consistency over time always equals success. And my family has consistently seen me do things with my fitness, my health, my spirituality, all these things, and they've seen it succeed over time. And as a result, I've been able, my mom actually, I just helped her do a 24-day Advocare Nutrition Challenge, and she lost 5 pounds and over 7 inches. And it's taken her 5 years to decide to do that with me. So I'm so proud of her for that. It's been great helping my 63-year-old mom do weight training and getting fit. So the biggest thing I can say is love them where they're at, and consistency over time of you doing the right things, they'll come around.
Great, Jane. And where can people go to learn more about you and connect with you online?
Well, I am on Instagram, so it's just J Grieme. I'm on Facebook, Jane Marie Grieme. Love to see you there. And I have my email there as well, Jane Grieme at sfcompletefitness.com. And you can also go to gijanenutrition.com as well if you're interested in the different supplements and products that I use as well for training. So connect with me in any way. I would love to get to know you. And thank you so much for having me on here. I really appreciate your time.
I am most welcome. And I'll also make sure to put your links below this video.
Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Is there anything else you would like to talk about today that you feel we've missed?
No, I don't think so. I think I'm just encouraged and I'm fired up for anyone else who wants to learn more about their fitness journey. Absolutely.
This has been great, Jane. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you. And thank you so much for watching. My name is Miriam Khalladi. For more inspiration, check out our website at realtalkrealwomen.com.